Today we are doing a pre-check on a Cessna 150. I am a student pilot with 10 hours of flight. I've pretty much been flying this aircraft for 3 to 2 months straight. It's very easy, reliable, and not hard to operate. The aircraft is recommendable for student pilots or just people who want to fly for pleasure. Just a quick notice, I'm not gonna be fully checking the aircraft now that I'm not allowed to go solo yet, and I'm not allowed to turn the aircraft on without being able to go solo. So when I get a camera myself and I'm with my instructor, I'll show you how to turn on a Cessna 150 in my next video, which I hope this does not bother any of you guys, because I want to, teach people who don't know much about aviation of how do certain pilots do things now that they have a bit of trouble understanding. What I'm trying to say is that I'm not allowed to turn avionics and, the propeller without having the permission to go solo. I don't understand the reason why, but it's fair enough for me. We'll make a video soon when I get a GoPro. I'm saving money for it. Teaching people who don't know stuff about aviation is very fun for me, including my classmates and teacher. So let's start. We're going to do a fuel check on the right wing of the Cessna. We're pretty much trying to look for moisture or debris. Over here, there's no moisture, no debris, so it's okay and perfect. So let's just put this away now, and let's check for the left wing. We're now going to fuel check on the left wing, making sure that we do not have moisture nor debris. As you can see over here, there's no moisture nor debris, so let's just put this away now. We're going to check the oil and fuel strainer on the engine of the aircraft now. To screw these 2 bolts out of the aircraft. Now, you may want to open it up, and the yellow cap is the oil. So, let's take that out and measure how much oil this aircraft has. Currently, we are at 4, which that is okay, but for the next person that has to fly, we'll have to pour more of the oil. Let's put the yellow cap back on and check the fuel strainer, which I'll be showing you just right now. I'm gonna check in the fuel strainer, making sure that there's no moisture nor debris, just like in those 2 wings we did earlier. You just want to insert the fuel checker in that tube and pull the fuel strainer. As you can see that there's no moisture, no debris in the fuel checker, so we can put away now, and that was a nice aircraft taking off now. Name of the aircraft, so the people that know, just let me know in the comments. So that we are done checking the oil, you may want to screw back these bolts back to where they were. Just make sure to apply a little bit of pressure, because these things are not like normal bolts. You have to be a little harsh, like my instructor says, to get them in. Let's take out what I call remove before flight pillows. I really don't know the name, so this is what I call them, but still makes sense, including the control locks in the cockpit. You may want to put this in the back, because you're not going to need them unless if you're going on a full stop. And now let's remove the controls lock. Now that they're free, put them in the back. You're not going to need them until you full stop. I did this first, but I edited it in the wrong time, just to make this video more sense for me. But what you want to do is remove the cap and check how much fuel you have with this straw. It's very simple. Insert your straw into the hole. Apply some pressure and check how much it has. It's at 4 and it's at 7. It's at 7, so we're pretty good. Now let's check the left wing. So we're climbing in the left wing. Take the cap out and insert your straw into the hole and check how much fuel it has. It has 4 and it's very low, so we're gonna have to refuel the aircraft before takeoff. Told my instructor for the refueling and he already called, so let's continue our pre-check. We're going to check on the static ports, making sure that they're not blocked. So that thing is okay as long as it's not blocked. Now, for the speed tube, same thing, it's not blocked. And now, this is the stall horn, so this is how it works. You want to suck in the stall horn, and if you hear a whistle, that means it's working. Much how the stall horn sounds. So, the stall horn has whistled. It means that it's working, and let's put the stairs back to where they were. Now, we're going to check on the main cabin, making sure that the master switch, lights, everything is working. pretty simple. Turn the master switch on, landing lights, beacon lights, and navigation lights on. And you want to do this quick because you don't want to leave the master switch on all times. As you can see, taxi lights work. The beacon, I think those are the landing lights. Working, that the beacon light is working as well. And the right, which is the right light, is green. And it's pretty much working. So we're going to head back to the cockpit, turn off the landing lights, navigation lights, and beacon lights, and for the final master switch. So now we're going to check the wings. So we're going to start off with the propeller, making sure that there's no dents, not broken. Ignore the scratches because it's still in good condition. It's a very old plane but still reliable. Now I forgot to turn the flaps down, so let me just give it a quick slide in the fingers with these wings and then put the flaps down so we can check the wings, making sure they're all right. To do this, turn master switch on and set flaps to 40 degrees. I'm just going to tell you how much it counts. So it's 40 degrees. They're all the way down. Now let's check the wings now. We're going to check that this screw slightly moves on the ailerons. And let's make sure that they're not really loose, okay? Just make sure that they can move slightly. And same for the flaps. Now that we have done that, we're going to check on the right wing. While we are checking on the right wing, make sure the antennas and the communication antennas are looking good. Now let's check the elevator. Use the red tip to lift it off gentle and make sure that there's no loose bolts and they can actually move up and down. And check for the rudders that the strings are both attached together because rudders are very important when you are taxiing. Let's give it a gentle left and right move, making sure that they can move properly. Alright, now we are going to check the right wing. It's the same routine. Make sure that those bolts can slightly move, but make sure that they're not loose. Same for the ailerons. Make sure that those bolts can move slightly, but not loose completely. Now give it a smooth and gentle slide. Make sure that there's no dents or scratches in the aircraft. Now we're going to check the wheel. Make sure the metal is not with the metal, so it's not it. And it's good. And check the wheels too. Make sure that those wheels are not with a empty flat tire. And we're going to check the left wheel. Same step. Make sure the metal is not with metal and the tires are not flat. Same thing for the nose wheel. Alright, no metal with metal, so we're all good. So, this is pretty much the end of the video and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that I did not made a recording part for making sure that the avionics work and the ADAS and transmitters and everything. But it's just that I'm not allowed to do it yet unless if I have my instructor next to me. And here is the thing. I don't really record very much when I'm flying because, I'm just focused on, what I have to do. And it's not time to, take videos and record. But when I get a GoPro, because, mine was stolen on a hotel, when I get a new one, which I'm saving money for, I will pretty much record and do a part 2 on the pre-check. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you notice mistakes, please forgive me. I'm a student pilot. I've been flying for 2 months so far. I'm learning my mistakes. I'm acknowledging them. So for any, professional pilots or private jet pilots that seemed angry for forgetting something, please forgive me. I'm still learning, I'm just 15. So guys, I really hope you enjoy this video and good night. This isn't really an ASMR video, but I decided to do it as a joke because I got inspired and the idea from someone else that pretty much did the same thing as a joke, but I don't think it was a joke because I actually enjoyed it and I found it pretty relaxing, like a small, yeah. Good night, guys.